I'm afraid to tell you that many of you, most of you, even me, are being deceived online. And not so much deceived, but distracted by shiny objects, particularly on Instagram. Supplements that are going to make everything better. They're going to make your hair thicker. They're going to make your skin better. They're going to fix your gut and boost your immune system and help you lose weight and give you more muscle and give you more mental clarity. And some of those products actually work. But here's the big but. And this is what I really, really want you to know, because I don't like that you are distracted. I don't like that you're getting distracted by these things and missing the whole point of health and healthy aging and well-being. And that is that a lot of these products are unnecessary when your diet and lifestyle are fine-tuned. You do not need most things when you work on the basics. Let me give you an example. Let's say that your toe hurts because you keep ramming it into the wall. So you take aspirin and you put red light therapy on it for anti-inflammatory properties, and you take colostrum for anti-inflammatory, and you use cortisone cream or to bring down the inflammation. You take Motrin, you take painkillers, but you still keep ramming your toe into the wall, and then you need more of these things. Instead of ramming your toe into the wall and taking all of this junk, just stop ramming your toe into the wall. And that is exactly what I am teaching about food and exercise and lifestyle. You don't need the majority of these extras out in the world when you're eating well and exercising and sleeping well and managing your stress. You just don't. There's very few things that you can't optimize with lifestyle. Now, once you hit menopause, you cannot make estrogen and progesterone. You can optimize that in perimenopause by reducing cortisol levels and reducing insulin and through nutrition and lifestyle and exercise. But once the hormones are gone, they're gone. And if you want them, you have to take them. If you don't want them, that's fine. But don't be my age. I'm almost 53. I'm not fully in menopause, but I am not making barely any hormones. I cannot believe that I'm not in menopause yet. And there's nothing I can do if I want more hormones except for take them. Another example is, let's see, there's very few things that you can't get. You technically can get magnesium from food, but our land has been row cropped and over farmed for so many decades because of all of the corn and wheat and rice and all of these grains that Americans are consuming in excess, that the soil has literally been stripped of nutrients. There's estimates that the soil's actually gonna run out of nutrition by 2050 if we don't start more regenerative farming and grazing cattle and letting them poop in the soil and then moving them over and then growing plants there and creating the cycle of life as it is intended. So magnesium is something I think most people should take, especially women. It has a lot to do with perimenopause. But listen, there are not that many things. Like creatine is so huge right now. You know how you saturate your creatine stores in your body? Eat a lot of meat. And a lot of people are very anti-meat, but let me tell you, research shows that humans basically subsisted off of nothing but meat for about 2 million years. Saying meat is bad for you is like saying breast milk is bad for babies. It's literally what our cells thrive off of. and what we were born to consume. So if you're a vegetarian or you're eating nothing but like chicken, and you're not eating any red meat, fish has creatine, chicken doesn't so much, maybe take creatine. But guys, here's the point of this long conversation. Stop looking for the shiny object. Stop looking for the thing that's going to fix you, that's in a package or a serum or whatever. If you do not have your nutrition, your exercise, your sleep, and your stress dialed, none of that other shit matters. It's just not even going to dent how you feel. You have got to do the other stuff. And then the great thing is, when you do all that other stuff, you don't really need, like when your nutrition's dialed and your exercise is dialed and your sleep and your stress, you don't really need the other stuff. There's a couple things that we can't get. Like I could live off basically nothing except my magnesium. I probably is the one thing that I wouldn't give up. So I know that many of you are just shopping like bananas on Instagram. You're listening to these ads for supplements on podcasts, and you're buying hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. You're doing tons of things to your body. You know, you're getting the fat removed from your chin instead of just reducing inflammation and body fat. You don't need surgery on your body and all these treatments on your body when your body is healthy and lean. You don't need to use lasers to get rid of the inflammation that food is causing, or that get filler under your eyes because you're not sleeping. Just get some sleep. Or the stress that causes your skin to age faster and your hair to fall out. Manage the stress. Now, I'm not saying I don't do a lot of these other things, but the only reason that I do some of these things is because I have the other stuff dialed. So this is just like the cherry on top of the cake. It's so much more effective, and you have to use so much less of it. And I can't express strongly enough that nothing you can take is going to make you healthy and strong. Nothing as you age, unless you dial the 4 pillars, which is nutrition, exercise, sleep, and stress. I don't care what you take. I don't care if you take growth hormone, thyroid hormone, all the sex hormones, testosterone. If you use red light therapy, all that stuff, if you are not dialed, if you're not optimized, none of it is going to work. So this is what I teach my clients: how to eat and exercise and sleep and manage stress so that you age well, so that you stay strong and lean and vital and healthy. I'm turning 53 in a few weeks. I feel better today in the thick of perimenopause than I did in my 20s. I look better, minus some wrinkles. I feel better and stronger every single year. My muscles get better. Everything gets better. Sex gets better. My relationships are better. I'm less stressed out. I'm more appreciative of the world, and I'm better at seeing the bright side. I'm better at focusing on the things that matter, like the birds that are laying eggs on my porch, and my dogs and my kids and my husband. My dogs were banging on the door behind me. I am hoping to have 50 more years. I'm hoping to get into my 90s, maybe 100, maybe hundreds. I'm not screwing around now because I'm not messing up the rest of my life. This is it. I don't get any more chances after this. I'm not going to waste it. And I hope you decide not to waste your life feeling like shit and looking for quick fixes. Have a great day.